They're watching us.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Canon Transformers, Optimus Prime, and Refractor. So here we are, and there they are, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. We'll start off with Refractor. There is Refractor in both of its modes. Yeah, Refractor, Reflector, whatever you want to call them. On this side, Refractor. On this side, Refractor. On the top, Canon Transformers, Decepticon Refractor. On the bottom, words, things, stuff, and more things. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots, and that is basically it for Refractor. And moving on to Optimus Prime. There we have Prime. Here we have Prime. Here we got Prime. On top, Optimus Prime. On the bottom, things and stuff I cannot read. On the back, obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. Then, moving right along, here we have our Canon Transformers crossovers of Optimus Prime and Refractor, or Reflector, whatever you want to call him. And yeah, they turn into Canon cameras. Now, Refractor makes total sense. Optimus Prime, not so much, but hey. We've had other Optimus Primes that turn into things that make no sense, so hey, continuing with the tradition. So in camera mode, they are both the same. They're the same exact camera, same exact molding. So we're just going to take a look at one. So we'll take a look at Refractor, Reflector, whatever you want to call them. So right up front, you have the nice lens cap. It says Canon right there in silver. You can remove the lens cap. And there you can see the lens. You can see my lights also. But you can see a nice lens in there. There's some nice detailing. You can see all the markings there. Canon 24105, blah blah blah, numbers and things and stuff. I don't know cameras. I barely know how to work the camera I'm using to record this video, so you know, I'm not a camera buff. But anyway, Canon right up top. EOS R5, I believe, is the model of this particular camera. Got the nice ring of red right there. Good. Lots of molded detail. Got the headphones right there up top. Got lots of dials and things and stuff. And you got the back here. Now this back screen does not open. I mean, it does open for transformation, but you have to like undo this entire. You have to undo this entire side section here, which this is. There we go. You have to undo this entire side section to open it up. There's nothing there, but this does lock it into place, so you can't open it up when it's all closed up. But still, you got some nice detail here. Oh no. Not too shabby. You do have a port here. Unfortunately, you can't use an actual tripod on this. It just doesn't work. It's not threaded or anything, so you can't use a tripod on it. But still, cool that it's there nonetheless. It's had that bit of realistic detailing. But yeah, all in all, pretty cool. Now, as far as things that actually move on this, the button right here does work. This dial right here can spin. This dial right here for the mode can also rotate, and this dial right here where it says set, this can also spin, so you do have things that move on this, which is pretty cool. Now another thing to note is you can remove this whole section, just give it a turn and it will pop right out, and you can see some nice silver going on in there, some nice silver there as well. You don't want to get rid of this. You do need this part because it does have his arms and his header in there, so this is kind of crucial to the transformation, so don't throw this away. But you just pop it in, give it a twist, and it will lock into place. But yeah. It does look good. Again, I know nothing of these kind of cameras, so I don't know if this is true to size to the original real-life version of this camera. I don't know. It seems to me like it's probably smaller than the real-life camera, but again, I don't know. You guys can tell me, but still a nice size, I think. So you can get your photography on. Why not? Dare I say, why not? And it does slide, like camera slide. Hooray. Hooray for sliding cameras? Question mark? But for comparison, here he is with the Siege Refractor. Just so you can get a sense of the size of the Canon camera there. But yeah, a cool looking camera. Some nice sculpting, some nice detail. Even has the lens cap and everything. I like it. I can work with it. So yeah, here we have the two together. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's say that worked out pretty well. So which one should we actually transform? Let's transform Refractor. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take this whole side section here and just pull it out like that. That will allow you to flip this section out and flip this panel up. Once you've done that, just swing all of this down. And now we can work on the legs. So you have the feet here. The feet are just going to swing around and up, swing around and up. Then you can rotate all of this down, flip these panels up, split the legs, and there you have the lower body all done. Then you just close this back up, close that up, and now you have a cameraman. There you go. He's his own tripod. He doesn't need a tripod. He's his own tripod. See how that works? It's wonderful. It's beautiful. But moving on. So you have this little section here on the side. You just want to kind of push in and down like that. Let's remove the lens cap here. So you want to bring this section down and bring this section with the red ring down also. And then you just kind of want to undo all of this. And all of this will swing up like that. We're now going to open all of this up. Make sure that these double hinges here are spread all the way out like so. You want to come back here. This little panel, you want to bring this back and flip this down and then bring that down so you can bring up this side. Flip that panel in, bring it down, and you got that going on. Next thing you want to do is take this central section here, just pop this up. This is on a slider, so slide it down. And there's a little tab slot connection right back here for it. And once you've done that, you want to swing this up and then bring all this back. It'll sit in front of this section. Just take it and drop it down. Make sure it drops down all the way. And it should snap into place like that. And once you do that, this section will just come up and over. And there you have your backpack. And then you're going to take the shoulders. They will just tab into the sides. Like so. And like so. Take this whole assembly here, just collapse it under like that, and then bring it up. It'll just secure itself right there. And last thing to do is just open up the forearm, flip out the hand, close it up, open up the forearm, flip out the hand, and close it up. He likes to do the splits on me. But there we go. There we have Refractor in his robot mode. And yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird, but that's why I like it, because it's weird. It's just one of those weird novelty things. You know, I like it. I like it because it's weird. It makes no sense. It looks ridiculous, but that's why I like it. You know, hey, to each their own. I like weird novelty stuff like this. It appeals to me. It appeals to me personally. But if not, if it doesn't appeal to you, hey, that's perfectly fine. Again, to each their own. But that's getting closer so we can take a look not at that big lens, but at that noggin. Oh, there's the noggin. You can see. A pretty nice head sculpt there. Hey, you stay in place, chest. Got a little swim cap on. Nice one for the face, red for the eyes. That's nice green there on the shoulders, outlined in white, Decepticon symbol, of course Canon right there on the side, because of course you need your branding, gotta have the branding. Got the red there on the wrist, only on the top though, I didn't paint it all the way around. There's some nice detailing on the lower body there. His big old feet. Move the back, got the reflector booty. We got the backpack, kind of like some wings going on here. Overall, very weird, but again, that's why I like it. That's exactly why I like it. If you want that extra bit of branding, hey, you can always just pop the lens cap back on. You know, hey, things you can do if you want to do it. Things you can do if you want to do it. Things you can do if you can do it, which I apparently can't. You go in your home. You go in your home. Thank you. Jeez. There you go. Now we don't have the glare from the lights, but... Oh man, now articulation wise, the The head is on a ball joint, but just due to the shape, you don't get any real wiggly waggly. It can look totally out, do total squirrel. Can't really look down. Head can do a full 360. Arms can rotate. They could do a full 360, but this panel gets in the way. You have outward movement, bicep rotation, over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. Nice deep elbow bend. The wrists can rotate. The wrists are actually on a ball joint. As you can see, you got some wiggly waggly in there. Well, some inward movements. As far as the hands go, you do get some posability. The thumb can swing in and out. The index finger is a separate piece, just on a hinge at the base, and the rest of the fingers are just on a hinge at the base as well. You don't get anything at the waist, though. There's no waist articulation. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward. He can do the full splits, although on my copy, that outward leg joint is a little loose. It's not like ragdoll loose, but just a little looser than I would like, and he tends to do the splits really easily. I could probably maybe tighten those screws up. That might fix the problem. You got thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, slightly under 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. And you can see you get some detail there that gets revealed when you bend the knee, and that's pretty cool. As far as the feet go, they cannot move up, they can move down a lot, and no ankle tiltage. It is just pretty much just frozen in place there. Now, as far as accessories go, well, the lens cap itself is an accessory. You do have a handle here that you can flip out, and you can plug this into his hand. It's the tab slot connection, the usual tab slot connection here for holding things. And just plug that into his hand, like so, and you can use the lens cap as a shield, because why not? You do also get a little mini G1 reflector, which is nicely done for being so small. Nice little piece here. It can actually separate into its 3 components. It doesn't transform, but cool that it can separate into its 3 separate components here. And he can hold this as well. Again, you have this tab right here on the side. You just plug that into his hand, and now he can hold himself. He can hold himself because, you know, what else are you going to do with yourself? And you also get this, which the instructions are calling a quantum dial. And apparently this is for quantum leaping. You can see it's done in a nice gold chrome. Looks quite good. And how this works is you open up his chest. You have this little panel here. You're going to push this in. You want to flip that in. And that gives you the opening here. So you can take this and just plug it into the chest like that. You can close it back up. And there you go. He has his quantum dial, so he can quantum leap. Hooray! Hooray for quantum leaping! Now, as far as Prime goes, he transforms the exact same way, so I'm going to do this off camera real quick. Boom! It's Prime time. And here's Prime in robot mode. It looks just as ridiculous, but, you know, again, that's why I like it. That's why I like it. But again, let's get in close here so we can take a look at the noggin. It's a nice noggin. Good light piping also. Some great light piping. You see those eyes just glowing nice, bright blue. He also has kind of a third eye going on there. It's supposed to be like the lens, I guess. I don't know, but still looks pretty good. Light pipes very well. Autobot symbol, Canon. Of course, on this version, they actually painted in. Little yellow there. But all in all, same thing we saw in Refractor. Just different colors. The only real difference is just the head sculpt. Other than that, everything else is exactly the same. Now, as far as Prime's accessories go, you get a mini version of the camera mode. It's wee. It has a little bit of silver here and there, and that's pretty much it. He can hold this as well. Open up his hand. It's the same tab slot connection. Just plug that in, and there you go. Now he can snap some pictures while snapping pictures with his giant chest. And speaking of his giant chest, we can plug something into his giant chest. He does have a matrix. That is some nice silver chrome. You got some gold in there as well. Got a little transclear and blue there in the center. Actually looks quite nice. And works the same way as it does on Refractor here. You just take this little panel here, push that in, close that back up, and the matrix will just slide right in, and there you go. He's got his matrix. Hooray, hooray for matrices. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the, here they are rather, with the Siege refractor. As you can see how that works out. And here they are with Earthrise Prime. So you can see how that works out. And if you want a measurement to the top of their heads, they come in at about 8 inches tall. So there you go. So there you have Optimus Prime and Refractor. And yeah, these are ridiculous. These are totally ridiculous, but that's why I like them. I just like weird, ridiculous novelty items like this. It appeals to me personally. The camera modes look great. They look fantastic. The robot modes, they look silly. They look ridiculous. But, you know, again, for me, that's the charm. These are not intended to be, you know, the greatest figures ever made. These are not supposed to be game changers in any way. This is just a bit of silly fun, and you know me, I enjoy some silly fun, so there you go. Now, I picked these up from BigBadToyStore.com, as always, linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Canon Transformers, Optimus Prime, and Refractor, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Now, come on, Bumblebee. What do you think? Great in disguise, huh?
Prime, this has got to be the dumbest idea you've ever had in your life.
This has got to be the greatest idea I have ever had in my life.